green chili garlic cheese bread. My kids love this. We'll start with the cheese. It's mozzarella, Gruyere, Parmesan. I add a couple of eggs, a little garlic, and some fire roasted chilies. I just mix that up and set it aside. Grab one of these crusts. You know the kids can help make this too. It's real easy. We put that filling and just spread it around. We're going to roll it up like a big cinnamon roll. Cut it the same way and lay it out in a pan. We'll get a little butter, garlic, fresh parsley, and some Parmesan. Mix that up and we're going to try to just spread that across the top real evenly. Finish with a little more cheese and into the oven. Wow, look at that. Put a little last bit of cheese and some parsley. Sorry for the bad camera angle here, but what a treat. Cheers, everybody.
Spicy tuna crispy rice, let's go. Start by cutting your sushi grade tuna. I'm using the hardwood smoked tuna from Trader Joe's. Add Japanese mayo, sriracha, and mix. Let's prepare the avocado. Take an avocado and season it with salt, pepper, lemon, and mix. Now it's time to crisp up our rice. Take your sushi rice and form little squares. By the way, sushi rice is just granulated sugar, rice vinegar, and medium short grain rice. Fry in vegetable oil until golden brown on each side. It's assembly time. Grab your crispy rice block and add a layer of avocado, then your spicy tuna. This is it. Took me about 30 minutes total, and it was so delicious. Serve with soy sauce, wasabi, ginger, and voila.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make some quick and easy chicken today with just 3 ingredients. First up's the rice. Doesn't matter how much rice, just make some rice. Once you're done cooking your rice, that rice goes in a pan. Or, you're going to try to put that rice in a pan. I might have burned a little. On top of that rice goes onion soup mix. I like to use Lipton because I'm extra like that. You can mix it up if you want, don't necessarily have to, but I've always wanted to try mixing it, so here's me trying to mix it. Save the other package, we're going to use it in a second. You're going to put chicken right on top of that. It doesn't have to be drumsticks, but it does have to have a bone in, so either like drumsticks or thighs or, one or the other. After that, you're going to put the other package of the soup mix right on top. Most boxes come with 2 packages, so you'll have 2 to use. After that, you're going to cover that in foil. The pan's going to go in the oven at 350 for an hour. With 15 minutes left on the clock, you're going to take that foil off and leave it back in the oven. Always poke your chicken to make sure it's cooked all the way through and bleeding clear. Enjoy!
Hello friends, let's make some honey garlic chicken. It is delicious. It's one of my favorites. Get a pan. Gonna do about medium low. Let that heat up. Now we're gonna season with some salt, some pepper, some homemade garlic powder. Get both sides. Now add some oil. Add it to the pan. I just bought some fresh garlic. Look how beautiful she is. Bam! Mince them up. Go ahead and give your chicken a flip. And for the love of God, clean as you go. Now add some butter. Add your garlic. Go ahead and let that cook for a bit. Now add about a 1/3 cup of honey. About 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. About a tablespoon of rice vinegar. Just a pinch of brown sugar. Now bring this to a simmer. Once your sauce is simmering, take some cornstarch and water, mix it up and add it in. It helps thicken it up. Oh my God, look at that sauce. It's as thick as the thighs. Lay down that yummy, delicious rice. Oh my God, yes. Mix saucy. Look at our green onions, friends. Add some steamed veggie, some sesame seeds, and some green onions. That is beautiful. Just like you. Be sure to follow me for more.
Doesn't that head look gorgeous? Let's roast some cauliflower. Start by trimming the cauliflower leaves and stem and then placing it into a pot with just a little bit of boiling water. Then cover and let steam for 8 minutes, remove and let dry. While your head dries out, mix together your tahini, salt, olive oil, fresh lemon juice, honey, parsley, and za'atar. Take half the dressing and lay it on thick. Okay, now listen up. Next, I want you to gently make tiny little pockets and insert dried dates. Do this around the entire head. Then you're gonna roast for a bit, broil for a bit, covering for any hot spots till it looks like this. Then top with that gorgeous creamy tahini, parsley, toasted pine nuts. It's super healthy and so satisfying.
Feed your whole family this easy, delicious, restaurant quality meal for less than $20. You'll start by browning 1 pound of Italian sausage. Add a couple tablespoons of minced garlic. And don't forget to get your pasta ready while you're making the sauce. Now add a cup of sun-dried tomatoes to the meat, then sprinkle it with about a tablespoon of flour. Pour in 1 pint of heavy cream and 1 cup of chicken broth. Now add 1 bag of fresh baby spinach leaves. Stir that all together well and let it come to a boil. Mix in 5 ounces of shredded Parmesan cheese and 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese. Once your pasta's done, drain it, but don't rinse it. And now add it to the sauce mixture. Mix it all together and let the magic happen. Your whole family will love this dish. Enjoy!
I can't stop making these keto peanut butter cups. I've made approximately 10 batches over Christmas. You start off by melting your favorite sugar-free chocolate chips, pour into the tiny little liners about halfway, and then freeze for approximately 10 minutes. Add tiny dollops of peanut butter, being careful not to touch the edges, and then pour your sugar-free chocolate over top to fill and freeze for another 20 to 25 minutes, and that's it.
I'm going to show you how to make candied chickpeas. Start by draining the chickpeas, spread them out on a towel, and dry them off. If you see any shells come off, just pick them out. Next, you're going to whip up this liquid. You can do this in a blender or with a whisk. And once your chickpeas are dry, fold in a few tablespoons of that bean foam, some brown sugar, and some cinnamon. Spread these out on a lined pan, and then put these in the oven and shake them every 15 minutes. Here they are. And I usually just throw them on top of a trail mix.
This Pillsbury waffle hack is gonna change your life forever. So you know this Pillsbury cinnamon rolls that you get already made? Okay, so you take your waffle maker, spray it with some nonstick cooking spray, and add each cinnamon roll inside. Close it for about 3 minutes, open it back up, and they're nice and crisp. But wait, it gets even better. You drizzle on that icing right on top, and I swear to goodness that it tastes so good, it's like better than any waffle you would ever imagine having.
Egg fast meal idea, you're going to take 2 hard-boiled eggs and 2 tablespoons of butter and just fry those eggs in the butter, sprinkle with cumin, a little salt, pepper, and then slice, eat, and enjoy. They're so good.
Kourtney Kardashian has posted everywhere about her healthy poosh brownies, so I decided to make them. I cut up 15 dates and put them in a food processor. Next, I added 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, a splash of almond milk, 1 cup of rolled oats, and a half a cup of keto maple syrup. Then I blended all the ingredients together and spread the mixture in a pan. After that, I melted half a cup of vegan chocolate chips for 20 seconds and poured it over the top of the mixture. I placed it in the freezer for 30 minutes, and here's how it came out. These no-bake vegan brownies are so delicious. I can definitely see why Kourtney loves them.
This is the ultimate chicken recipe, you guys. You have to make this. Start with some salt, pepper, and olive oil and throw it on the pan, cooking both sides. After, we want to take it out, throw in some onions, cook them up, add some white wine, creme fraiche, and Dijon, the secret ingredient. Mix it all up, put your chicken back in, and oh my God, this is amazing.
Today we're making sweet potato stacks happen. I made these a couple of weeks ago with regular patties and they were outstanding. They actually taste like little bites of lasagna. I kid you not. They were so good. Rinse and scrub your potatoes clean. Next, mandolin slice them thin or use a knife. Add them to a bowl, mix with your melted butter, season like you mean it with salt and pepper, garlic, fresh sage, Parmesan and Gruyere cheeses. Toss and coat all slices well. Next, form neat stacks and transfer to your muffin tray. Bake covered at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. Uncover them and bake for an additional 15 minutes. Please don't skip the sage. It pairs so well with sweet potatoes. Love your life.
This cheesecake fruit salad is keto friendly and it's so simple to make. You're going to start with cream cheese, heavy cream, keto sweetener, a little bit of vanilla, mix that all together. Now stir in your berries. We use strawberries, blueberries, you can even add raspberries if you want. Then put it in the fridge or put it directly in the bowl and eat. Keto friendly, delicious, your family will.
Let's make Cheesecake Factory's famous fried mac and cheese balls. Grab some cooked macaroni and add olive oil, butter, flour, milk, heavy cream, Parmigiano, and mix it up, baby. Next, grab a saucepan and add olive oil, marinara, and heavy cream. Give it a stir and add in your parsley. Next, we're gonna form our macaroni into little balls and dip them in eggs and then panko breadcrumbs. Give them a nice deep fry, and there you have your Cheesecake Factory fried mac and cheese balls.
Classic fried zucchini with old school steakhouse dipping sauce. Let's get everything together. Wash and slice your zucchini, get some panko breading, mix up some eggs. Let's make that sauce. Mayo, ketchup, little grain mustard, horseradish, garlic powder, onion powder, Worcestershire, and a splash of pickle juice. Mix that up. We're ready. Now forget the flour part of this breading process. Just go a little bit of egg and panko. Keeps it light and crispy. Throw it in that oil. Get them golden brown, just 3 minutes. When they're done, top them with a little bit of that cheese, and wow, look at that. Into the sauce. Now wait for it. Oh, what a treat. Cheers, everybody.
Time to make some never tough steak fingers. Let's get started. Here I have 1.5 pounds of tenderized skirt steak. Cut your tenderized steak into about 2-inch strips. Salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder on your meat. Now let's make our batter. Don't forget to get your oil hot. That looks funny. 2 eggs and 1.5 cups of milk, please, and whisk that together. 2 cups all-purpose flour, salt, pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon onion powder, a little bit of paprika. I don't know who's in Texas and watching this, but if you are, go and get yourself some Adams Reserve Hatch Green Chili and Ranch from H-E-B. Put yourself a tablespoon of that in this. Test your flour. Oh, it's bubbling? It's ready. Meat in the flour first, then the egg, back in the flour and fully coat. Into that hot, hot oil. And here's your perfectly done steak finger.